Human advancement knows no boundary. But this has not been without its price.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. Who do I want to play? Let's get this going. We've got Civ 6 loaded up. Alright. So we'll do, well, first additional content. Let's see who we have not won with. I know I just won a game as this Egypt. Yes. Okay. So who do I want to play as? Or actually, do I have a loaded up game? Yes, I won as you. Okay. Additional content, Hall of Fame. Okay, so we've got some options here for leaders, because we're going for ones that I have not won with. Let's see. Or do we want to try a victory that we haven't done in a while? I will never do a score victory. That's just ridiculous. Which of these have I done the least? Diplomatic, that's for sure. Diplomatic is like the cop-out. So 13, 18, 10, and 9. So let's go for his science victory to get that to 10. So who's good with science? I feel like Hojo's good with science. Your culture. You're kind of whatever you want to be. Your culture. Domination, I think. I don't know. I just did England and I don't want to do it again. I could do Sondyok. She's... Korea is probably the most science-based out of maybe Yongle. Yongle, Sondyok, maybe Hojo. One of those three are probably the science game. Pachacuti's not bad. I think we go for Sondyok. Sondyok, I don't know. So we will create a game, advanced setup to get more options here. We will load our usual settings. And so we're on Emperor difficulty because Immortal and Deity just aren't that. I'm not good enough for those to be fun. Let's see, we like a couple more city-states than that, I guess. We are not going leader pool 1. We're actually going Korea. Where are we at with Korea? Sondyuk. Okay, so with Sondyuk, governors established in a city provide 3 culture and science for each promotion they have earned, including their first. Okay, so she's probably gonna play taller than wide, which just means that we're gonna have fewer cities. We'll see. Let's see. Mines receive +1 science for every adjacent Seiwon district. Farms receive for every adjacent Seiwon. So mines and farms are good for us. Replaces the campus. It just gets +4, and that's it. So +4 everywhere, so we don't have to worry about mountains or anything. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So we want to have Seiwons, and we want them to be surrounded by mines or farms, one of the two. And then we have governors, so that's pretty much how to play her. And what's unique about that is even in a city with absolutely no adjacency, wait, did it not select her, please? Even with a city that might have absolutely no adjacency normally for a science district, she can have a +4, which is cracked. Let's see. We could do a number of things here. Wetlands is always fun. But let's see. Several large bodies of water surrounded by land. Islands can be found in these waters. Pangea, Mirror, lakes, island plates. I think Primordial's going to be pretty good. Nice. And then we're going to be playing with Barbarian Clans mode on, which just means that essentially the barbarians are able to turn into city-states eventually. And also there's a couple of more interactions that you can do with them. Personally, honestly, I feel like this should be just like the base mode. It just feels better. Like there's more to the barbarians rather than just, oh, look at this thing that I have to kill. Makes it a little bit more interesting in my opinion. Let's see. The others, I don't know if I'm really interested. I could try secret societies. We don't always play with the extra game modes, so we'll try secret societies just for fun. And we'll hit start. I think that's what we got going on. Alright, so we're hoping to grow some big cities, because cities with bigger populations obviously have are generally more productive. God, what is something? Whoever designed her, like they made her hands messed up. Like her palm is way too big compared to her fingers. Like it looks like her fingers cave in there. That's very strange. Otherwise, I would assume a great depiction of a world leader, but they did something wrong with her fingers. From your Hwacha. Thank you, Sean Bean, for the beautiful commentary. Let's see. Alright, let's see where we load up. We automatically discover what we're looking for, which is the Hermetic Order. So this is the kind of science-y one, because it gives adjacency. And I don't know how to discover the Hermetic... Oh my gosh! What is this spawn location? We spawn on top of the Paititi. That's insane, and it has a T. Bro, this is a cracked start location. Oh my god. This is insane. What do I do here? I mean, dude, I could not ask for a better start. So Paititi is a natural wonder, which are just like essentially they're placed throughout the game and they're bonus tiles. They give different effects depending on what they are. This particular one provides 3 gold and 2 culture to all of the tiles adjacent to it. And the city that owns the tile receives +4 on its outgoing trade routes. Wow. That's insane. So you get a lot of gold and a lot of culture, which is pretty insane. Okay. Shoot. See, the problem is we're going to suffer for housing. If I go here, it's not as good of a start, but it's still pretty good. Let's... Yeah, we don't have a natural. So settler. So if we look here, when you're settling your city, you want to see a couple of things. One, you either want to settle on freshwater because it gives you +3 housing, or you want to settle adjacent to one of these freshwater tiles or a mountain, one of the two. And the reason for that is if you settle adjacent to it, you can still get a decent housing boost by building an aqueduct on that tile. Aqueducts are unlocked in engineering, and an aqueduct provides fresh water to a city that doesn't have it. It just has to be adjacent to either a river, a lake, essentially a source of fresh water. So a river, a lake, an oasis, or a mountain. And if you're thinking mountains don't provide fresh water, think of all the snowpack that melts, and that's where most rivers start. So there you go. So cities that do not yet have existing fresh water receive up to 6 housing. Cities that already have it only get 2 housing. If built adjacent to a fissure, you get +1 amenities, and there you go. It has to be adjacent to a city center. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for here, because otherwise the city starts off with a lot less population. Or not less population, less housing, which hinders your population. So if I start here, either way I'm going to get +1, but eventually I'll be able to build right here an aqueduct, which is going to be really helpful. And it looks like we've got some low-lying areas up here. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to settle right here. It's a weaker start, definitely, but I think it's better in the long run, in my opinion, because I can build an aqueduct. So we're going to go here. We found that. Your people celebrate the historic moment when we discovered it. And other comment. Great. Yeah, and we can't settle this turn, but that's okay. We'll settle this turn. Boom. So we get +1 error score for settling our city. Wait, so we discover it. We settle a new city. And we settle a new city on or near a river that could flood. So we got a lot of error score for that. Nice. And we're on an ocean, which is also decent because it means you can trade on the ocean. So we'll go ahead and keep going around, make sure that there isn't anybody else that could take this from us. And our second city will probably also have some of these Paititi tiles. Because while this city could take 1, 2... So this city won't be able to take advantage of these 3 tiles right here, and that's okay. It doesn't necessarily need to. Because if you notice, one of the bonuses is that the city that owns the tile, so for every tile that's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that's 9 cities potentially that could get that bonus. But for every city that owns one of these tiles, will receive +4 to its outgrowing trade routes, which is insane. Alright, let's figure out what we're building. And my understanding is that you want to always go 2 scouts. And that's to explore more of the map. And exploration in the beginning is just like the most important thing. What do we want to work on? What do we have here? So we're going to want to get this up with irrigation. Yeah, we definitely want to get irrigation going because that's where all of our bonus resources are. Additionally, do we have anything that we really want to chop? We might want to get rid of that marsh eventually. So marsh, I think we can get rid of with irrigation. Okay, so we're gonna probably go for irrigation, which isn't what I normally would go for, but we're gonna try it out. Normally, I would try and get these 3 first, and then choose something, whether that be writing, because that's very important, or bronze working to get access to iron. And of course, if it's a religious game, we would go for astrology. And sailing, I will go for if I have fishing boats available, but there aren't any fishing boat tiles available to me, which is sad, but understandable, because it plopped us right on top of a natural wonder. It would be rather unfair otherwise. Oh, that's right. And we're playing with the Secret Society game mode, which means that there are 4 extra like little secret societies that you can join, and they give little bonuses to you. The one that I wanted to join is the one we found first, and you find it by, it's called the Hermetic Order, and you find it by discovering a natural wonder. And so very first turn it just gave us that. So yeah, unlocked by discovering a natural wonder, reveals ley lines on the map, and they give you a major adjacency bonus to your specialty districts, which is huge. The only problem is I don't know if that works with our Sayawan. But regardless, this is the one we want, because even if it doesn't give a bonus to the Sayawan, it'll give bonus to other things. We'll just have to see. We do get governor titles relatively early. I think we're probably going to beeline for the Sayawan. So I think we'll be fine to not appoint it first. I may regret that. I don't know. But I feel like this 15% science and culture is just going to be better in the short term. So I'm going to appoint Pingala, and then the next thing I'll do is unlock the Hermetic Order. So this will be huge. We get plus 15%. So right now we've got 3.5 and 3.2. And when he comes into the city, that'll go up by 15%, whatever that is. And that's what we've got going. So I'm going to hit next turn. God, I'm going to talk so much during this stream, because there's just so much to explain. Early on, your warrior's main job is to find a barbarian... oh god, what are they called? Barbarian outpost, and get experience off of that outpost. Additionally, part of his job is to kind of go do like a perimeter around your city. Oh, wonderful. We found a city-state. It's close by, which I don't hate, but also it's super close to this city, so I don't love that, but we'll deal. But Hunza's a really good one, so whatever. But yes, your warrior's whole job is to kind of go around and make sure that you don't have any imminent threats really close to your city, because that would be problematic.
At his best, man is the
Wow,
noblest of all
already
animals.
code of laws. Okay, we are pumping
Separated
out.
from law and justice, he is the worst.
6 and 3. Okay. Oh, because we got another thing. Change policies. So we'll do this and this. I always plug in these two. The only time I don't do this is if there's absolutely no threat of barbarians. But most of the time I do it anyway. God King, you usually want to plug in first because it gives you +1 faith, and that helps you get a pantheon faster, which we will talk about more when we get there. But this +1 faith, you'll notice we're not earning any faith, is really important because you can't earn a pantheon until you accumulate, I believe it's 25 faith on standard speed. So this is really helpful. I mean, it's going to give us gold, but we don't really need the gold right now. But your pantheon is going to be kind of help you choose the direction of your game, and so it's good to get it as early as possible. So we will confirm that. Now, as soon as you get your pantheon, you can switch that out ASAP, because what you're looking for. Wow, yeah, I have so much culture early. We'll hit next. We got culture and gold out the wazoo. What a fun saying. Oh, that's right. I'm surprised at like this coastline I'm on. Oh, okay. We found something that can. We've got some more luxuries down here. We'll probably have another city down here next turn.
No man ever wetted clay.
Lovely. Let's go for. Do we want to go for our Seowan first, or? I mean, I haven't found. Let's just bump that way. Sick. Okay, that's great. I'm very surprised it took this tile and not this one. That's very strange to me. Normally, expanding goes for like the best yields around you, and obviously this one's better, or at least I thought it did. But whatever, that's okay. Wow. We will want a builder in here. How much? I think it's 200. Yeah, it's 200. Oh, gosh. So, what was I saying? I think we just hard rush irrigation so that we can get this online. Or maybe we don't. I'll go for this, just for the options. We'll see. We'll see. Options we have. Plenty. Still nothing that way. Okay, boom. Boom. Continue. We got masonry, which is helpful because I almost never build a quarry. I just don't. There are better options out there. So we'll hit next turn. Yeah, we're getting so much more. Okay. Oh, perfect. And we step right onto. Okay, so do I want to reveal what's in between these? Probably so. Or do I want to go that way? Okay, so we've got a little mountain block here. This would be great for a normal science district. Whatever they call. What are they normally called? Sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. Like a... God, why can't I think of that? Anyway, the district that gives you science. But Seowans don't get adjacency bonuses for mountains and things. So there's no point for me to put it. What it could be is a nice holy site district if there was any reason for me to build holy sites, which... This is not a religious civ, so I don't think there is one. I don't know. That's
Every nation lives by exchanging.
that's just what I'm thinking. So we want to see. The problem is if we attack, then if we attack this, then he could attack, and we don't want that. Got trade route capacity. That's nice. See, we want to skip because I think that's going to get attacked. And I want you to explore this way because I think this is a dead end. I'll just go straight forward. Okay, and you need my next settler. Where's it at? Boom. And I'm keeping an eye on this. When this hits 200, I definitely want to get a builder. Again, what is it? I guess it's just going with a set pattern. But I mean, there's better tiles than the two it picked there. But that's okay. We've got high culture in general, so it's not currently worth it for me to... Can I kill you? Nice. Okay. See, the reason we waited there is he attacked with him. If I had attacked first, I wouldn't have been able to get that kill. Because he would have attacked next and killed it and possibly destroyed this barb camp. Which we don't necessarily want. Okay, we're going to go there, and then we're going to go there. Nice. And he can... Hunza, what is your... Train a galley. Okay. So we should be able to get a builder next turn. Is there a resource for me to farm? For me to go for irrigation? I think so. If you hold shift, you can build out like a queue for your research. And that's very helpful. So I'll go ahead and get that going next turn after this finishes. And to boost this, we need to farm a resource. And the only farmable resource around me is this maze right here. It's not the end of the world if I improve it. It'll probably go away, but it gets me
Who deserves more
a
credit?
bonus, which is always nice. So we'll earn the 40 gold. But oh, there's another. Wait. Oh, you belong to the White Owl. Okay. So we will earn that 40 gold. And then we will come in here. And we will purchase a builder. And that builder will head straight here. Unit needs orders. Oh, the one that just got flooded. Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Our science isn't great, but I mean our culture is just wiping the floor with whatever we need. I mean, I don't even need to boost these, and I'm like flying along. Turn 16, and I've already got 2 of the cultures. It's crazy. I'll hit next turn. Ooh, okay. We got some more stuff going on over here. I got pushed in the exact right direction. Again, I could attack here, but there's not much point, because if I attack, either way this guy's dead, and I just don't get that thing. So I'm just going to go for this. And we got granted a recon unit, which is nice, but also not that important, because, hello, we already had 2 of them. I guess I can just go straight up, or I can try and go this way. I'll probably see if I can. Wait, no, builder. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. You're the one I want to go there. There we go. We need to make sure you don't die. And if that's the case, I'm going to fortify until healed. That slinger may come over here, but we'll deal with that when we get there. And this, I don't think we want to research this just yet. So let's do that. Hit next turn. Okay, so he attacked something over there. That's fine. Yeah, see, they went 1, 2, and now they own that essentially. We'll attack you. You can come here. Oh, we met Bandar Brunei. Okay, so we know that since we weren't the first to meet them, there's somebody up here that that met them first. which is good information to have. We definitely want you coming there. That was such a misclick to send him that direction, but that's okay. We're still doing this. Can I purchase? Why? Why is it growing there? That's such a bad choice. Ugh, sometimes the growth is ridiculous. We will buy that tile next turn after we grow to that one. Okay, go ahead and kill this scout. You can't kind of go up there, so we'll bring you around this way. You grew to a terrible tile, so God, yeah, why are we ignoring the perfect tile right here? Ridiculous. White Owl was destroyed. You're not dying, which is good. Builder is still trying to get there. Hit next turn. We'll make our way back because it's very likely that something's going to pop up somewhere. Whenever a barbarian, sorry, when I said that I should have explained a bit. Whenever a barbarian encampment, barbarian outpost is destroyed, another one somewhere on the map will pop up. And that's just so that there's a constant flow of barbarians to attack or get gold from, or etc. So destroying one gets rid of a known factor and creates an unknown. You don't know where it could pop up. The only thing you do know is that they do not pop up where you have vision. Like, so if I can see all this with my scouts, it can't pop up in these tiles here. Now, it can pop up in the Fog of War, just outside of that, and that's what you need to be wary of. Okay, we met somebody else. Who did we meet? Lovely. Where you at? Taruga. Okay. So there isn't anybody down, or rather, nobody has met Taruga yet, so it's very likely there isn't somebody this way. Alright, farm this. Got that boosted. Hit next turn because you can't go anywhere because Hunza is blocking us like a rude person. I really hope that doesn't attack my scout. It's very possible that it does. Let's go for irrigation because I don't want to discover horses and have it block a place that I wanted to build something. Although I doubt horses have to be on plains, and I'm covered in hills. Like, this whole area is hills. Jeez. If we just look for hills, it's gonna be like, yeah, like all of our land is hills, like practically everywhere. And horses aren't gonna show up in a forest, so there's no horses here. There's already an elephant here. I really don't think we're gonna discover horses anywhere, except like maybe these 3 tiles might have horses. Wow, that's crazy. I'm surprised by just how many hills there are, which is great. That means more mines. Ugh. Okay, so we boosted irrigation. We completed a quest for Bandar Bernai. We met a city-state. Philosophy was boosted. Taruga wants us to disband that thing, but they're about to do it. Or they're not. Very interesting. Okay, you are going to be used to improve the T tile. Eggs. And that's what we got going on. Wow, there's like, this is so interesting. So we're slowly making our way. We still don't have that much faith. I thought T tiles gave faith, but it looks like they give science, which is perfect for us. What tiles are we working? Okay. Probably gonna lock these so that my city doesn't start doing weird things. Eventually, we'll get there. You're doing great. Hit next turn. Okay. I'm trying to get you out of there as soon as possible. You're gonna skip that turn, but you're gonna get stuck there because there's no way. I don't think it's worth for you to discover this over here because I think this is probably just a tiny little outcropping. So you'll probably go this way anyway. Next turn.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the barbarians coming.
That's so funny. And I think there's still someone right there. But it doesn't matter. We don't need to see that per se. So I'll skip turn. Okay, now that you can see, let's go this way. We discovered a new continent. That's great. Normally that would boost trade route, but we just, I mean, we're getting so much culture that we're just blasting through all of these faster than we can boost them feasibly, that is. Which, you know, great problem to have, in all honesty. Okay, we got a new government title, or governor title, and we're actually going to make sure that we can see our ley lines. So we will appoint the Hermetic Order. And what he does is he reveals them on the map, and so now when we come out, we should see ley lines. We've got 2 right there. Are those the only ley lines we see? If so, that would be pretty upsetting. It's the only thing I don't like about this search. Yeah, not great. It's actually really bad. So I could, but I don't want to do that. We'll see. If it gives me +2 science, I still don't know if it's worth it or not. We'll see. That's one thing that I don't like, is that with the Hermetic Order, it reveals ley lines on the map. Problem being, there could be no ley lines anywhere good for you, which is kind of what's happened here for me. I mean, this is good in that this automatically gives +4 to whatever's next to it, because there's 2 of them. But it takes away this great tile that already exists. So we'll see what we can do with that information. It's a hit or miss, but it's generally a really good one for science because you get that extra science adjacency. We still don't want to change away from any of our government things. And we'll, I guess, just like head back home with our warrior. We'll bring you there. We need you to improve the T-tile. And we're going to head in this direction because nobody has discovered Taruga yet. Skip that because we want to cross the river. You're going this way. We need stuff to do. I think I'm going to find someone soon, so I'm going to finish this. And then soon we'll work on our Seowan.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Wonderful. Start working on that. We've got 11 turns. I guess just start going that way. Now that you've built that, is there something else you want to build? I could build this tea. I could also build the cotton. Wow, I have a lot of tea. But if I build this tea, then I'm able to sell it to somebody else, which is always great. I think there's a decent enough thing right here, but that doesn't really take advantage of these 3 tiles. So I either want to settle on the elephants, or maybe I want to settle something over here. Problem is, I did not explore this well enough. Because I want to probably, if I settle there, then I can also settle there. This is tough, because I want to take advantage of more of the Paititi tiles. But there's not a lot of... Well, if I settle down here, that's fine. This city wouldn't have much housing, but we could just make that work. Because it has ley lines. Like, that's an insane harbor. Maybe I go for the insane harbor. 1, 2, 3. So it could take this tile. Essentially, I would give it these 2 tiles. I'd probably cut this off here for that city. Yeah, why not? I'll just make it work. Boop. Okay. We're still looking for another civilization. And we probably want to get our other settler out quickly. And what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want the government plaza to be built pretty quickly as well. All right, we've met Australia.
Australia as their Prime Minister. We seek sympathetic allies in the fight against the hawks of war.
Well, I can understand that. I love the vest. Very, very nice look here, sir. I don't know about the weird pocket watch thing, but you know what? You do you. I can tell you work out your pecs, you know. You're doing great. It's an honor to meet you, and we would love to sample your hospitality. Now, this is important. When you're meeting a new civilization, one of the most important things to do is to send them a delegation the very turn that you meet them. Okay, so you'll click on their banner, you'll go here, and you'll hit send delegation. If you're playing on standard speed, the very first turn that you do that, or the very first turn you meet a civilization, they will always accept the delegation. Okay? After the first turn, like I'm gonna roll the turnover, and he probably will not accept the delegation. And I don't fully know why, but that's just how it is. And so if you forget to do it, sometimes it's not that big a deal because they're friendly towards you right away. But most of the time, at least in the early game, everybody's kind of wary of each other because they're like, oh, everybody's a potential enemy. And so it can be dangerous. Wow, he already has 2 things unlocked. Good for him. But we are murdering him in culture. Because he has 2 cities and I just have 1 right now. Which is great. So this is a good start. Ooh, yummy. Ugh,
Does that look good?
this looks tasty.
I assume it's all supposed to be eaten together, but
Yum, yum, yum. This is beef. Looks like beef. Also looks delicious. Oh wow, that's tasty. Oh gosh. Apologies as I eat my dinner. It is already 8:30 here. Is there anything we want to buy? A trader. Alright, he sent us a delegation, which usually means he's happy with us. Somewhat. Okay, we can go to Hunza. We can go to Banda Brunei, or we can go to Taruga. I think Taruga is going to be helpful here. We continue on that way. Wow, that's a lot of... That is the most desert floodplains I think I've ever seen in a game before. Egypt would tear this up.
Sounds good.
Very tasty.
The eggs are okay?
I have not tried them yet.
Okay.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged...
Alright, state workforce has been learned. We've got tea improved. Australia will probably want our tea in no time. Okay. We're going to want to go up because Australia has probably already seen everything that there is to see over here. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to assume. Okay. Now, I can go for Pingala again. Or, what might be more helpful is Reina. So I'm going to appoint her. I don't have anywhere to put her just yet, but I think she's important for this new city here. Yeah. Okay. So we're still doing good there. Just hit next turn. If you just want to heal up, that's fine. You're going right there. Hit next turn. Alright, we've
Jag
met
är Kristina,
Sweden.
Sveriges drottning. Patron av konst och litteratur.
Sweden excels
Hälsar jag en
at...
annan kunskapsälskande person.
What does she excel at? I think it's diplomacy as well as culture. Alright, and again... Ooh, that went down the wrong way. We want to make sure we send a delegation. And the reason delegations are good, as it says here, you give them a gift of gold, but what you get back in return is that they will be friendlier toward you, and you will gain a level of access. And access levels just means that you can see what's going on in their land better. So we'll do that. Wonderful. And so now our access, instead of none, is limited. And limited means that we will... Let's see. This is all the stuff we have. So we will be informed whenever they join an alliance, change their government, denounce another person, found a new city, or if they do anything with trade deals. Obviously, we can see more as we get going. Alright, so we will say hurrah to that. You're going to say next turn. Who's next? And we've got, you can see on the edge there, we've got this little pink border, which means we've got a cultural city-state coming up here, which is great. Alright. Oh, and I didn't mention, Australia gets a lot of production. And I think they get food from, like, ranches and things. And so, Australia can be pretty good at multiple things, but I think they're pretty good at science in general. Because science requires both science and production, so that's Australia for you. Okay. Is this the perfect city? No, it is not, but it's going to work for now. actually, once we research writing, it'd probably be good to jump here. But this city definitely needs a harbor. Because the harbor is going to get huge right here. So it'll get +1 from the city center, I believe, +1 from the crabs. And then, so it's either a +5 or a +6. Depending on if it gets a adjacency bonus from the city center or not. Wonderful. So what do we want it to do for now? Just work on a granary because you have no housing. And we're good to go. I think we do have money, so I'm gonna purchase this tile. And that's going to help the city grow a lot faster. Alright, going to eat some of my dinner here. Perfect job on the eggs.
Oh, good.
We'll come out here, hit next. Who needs orders? We'll go this way. And next turn.
Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
Thank you, Mark Twain. Apologies for any noises you hear of me eating. Now, we do have a number of marshes around, but actually there's a lot of marshes. Etimanenki might be a decent wonder to go for. I imagine others might be going for it already though, so it is what it is. Seowon. So it's +4 everywhere, including the one that is next to a ley line. So the ley lines don't do anything for our science. So it goes. But that's okay. We want it to be surrounded by farms or mines. So where is the best place that we can put this thing? I have a T there. There's tea everywhere. Good lord. I think if we put it here, it could have 5 mines surrounding it, which is better than nothing. I guess that's the same for if we put it here. So it's got options, but I think 5 is as good as it's going to get. Son, it's going to be okay. The other option is we could turn this into a little farm triangle, but I don't know that we really need that much food right now. Either mines or farms. The mines give us +1 science, which is really good. I think I'm going to turn these into mines. And do I want to do these up here? Do I want to do these? Probably turn these into mines. So this will be my... Does this allow chopping of stone? Yes. So we can't do the Seowon until we get this going, which is fine. So we're good. So this is where we'll put our Seowon district. We'll put a little marker there. Seowon. And then all of these will need to be mines. Because again, our Seowon district provides... there we go. Mines receive +1 science for every adjacent Seowon. So that's great. And I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think this has to be a Ceylon. Right? Because if I pretend I'm placing one, yeah, that's a +4. So that'll have to be a Ceylon district so that it doesn't crush these tiles. So your Ceylon will go right there. Alright, and where do I want to put my government plaza? This has to be an aqueduct. I need another bite of food. Son, really? We're being a little dramatic, aren't we? Alright, who needs... Here, you can just come over here.
Caire,
Ooh,
Alexandros Homakedonimi, Basileos και Παραός,
Alexander the Great.
ο στρατηγός της Ελλάδος, Αρούα και Κουασπεριμού.
Chad of Civ 6. Also kind of a douche. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I'd love to sample your hospitality. You are a very dangerous person in the early game, so please don't go to war with me. My science is about on par. My culture is beating everybody, which is good, especially since he's got 12 culture. We will get a Pantheon soon. Okay, next turn. He doesn't like me because I chose a different secret society than him, which, so it goes, you know. That's just how it is. Alright. We've got our Pantheon. So this, again, happens when you hit 25 faith. And now we get to pick one of these bonuses that all of our cities get for the duration of the game. And some of them have probably already been picked out. Yeah, so one that goes really quickly is one that automatically just grants you a free settler. I think that's usually the first one to get picked. Because as you can see, a free settler is worth a whole lot. A free builder is also a really good one. But since I am surrounded by T, so 1, 2, 3, so this is 4, so 3, 4, plus 5, which isn't T, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I've got 5 resources that turn into plantations in one city. And right here I get +1 culture for plantations, which is amazing. I already have a lot of culture, but this is going to mean that I never have to build a theater square. It would be good for me to build a theater square, but I don't have to. Like, that's just going to skyrocket me. I think this is the option. We can look through some of these, though, to make sure. No, not pastures. Fishing boats is a really good one if you have a lot of fishing resources. But there's just, I mean, there's not a lot over here. I don't have a lot of ocean to work with, it looks like. So that's just not going to be the option. Divine Spark's not bad. Production Torrents Wonders. I think plantations is the way to go here, though. Wonderful. So you can see this one now has another culture, and this one has another one. And these, when I improve them, will get one culture added to them as well as this. So I think that's worth it, especially getting it so early. And now we will change our government. Not right now, but when we're able to, we will take God King out because we don't really need the gold since we have so much, and we don't need the faith anymore. One thing you may notice. Oh god, what is this? From Bandar Brunei. You better not be coming towards me with that. One thing you may notice is that nobody likes me. And if we wonder why, it's first impressions of me. And I don't know how the game decides this because I literally send a delegation to them right away. Let me guess, first impressions. Oh, member of a rival secret society. That makes sense. And you're probably the same. I have +3, and she still doesn't like me. I think the AI is just unfriendly to start. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. I was friendly to all of you to start. Alright. We'll hit next turn. Alright, we got political philosophy, which means we can
Divide and
pick
rule, a sound
an
motto.
actual government now, which is great. Okay. We're not really building wonders right now. So I think we go for this. We get more housing and an amenity. And once we build the Seowon, we'll get additional great people points for having it. And we don't need God King anymore. I would say it'd be good to have discipline in to deal with barbarians, but there really aren't that many around. So I usually go with Diplomatic League. It doubles the amount of envoys you can get at the beginning, which is great. So what do we want here? Production in all cities is going to be huge. +2 gold is also great for your trade routes. This would be good if I was... well, I am producing a settler right now, aren't I? Yeah. So we'll do this one for now, with the thought of changing that to something else as we research more. We'll go this way. Wow, he battled something in here. Alright, so we got 3 turns before we can do something there. That's fine. You want me to kill 3 barbarians? That would be great if there were any barbarians around. We're going that way. I definitely need a builder. The builder is going to help me build mines, and it will also help me build fishing boats here. So actually, I think we go for this and then this, or this and then, what does this give us? Harvesting stone. Yeah, that's going to be very helpful. Then we do this.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism.
What did I get? So I got scientists and... okay, so not really anything that I need right now, which is fine. You can just stay alert. There's not really any reason for me to send you around just yet. What we got going on here? We're still trying to get through all of this jungle. He's got quite an army up there, which is spooky. Oh, you go this way. Let's see. Oh, and we can send an envoy. So let's go ahead and send one to Caguana. I don't think I'm going to get the Eureka for archery before it wants it, so I'm just going to send that now. And as you can see, I only sent one, but it gave me two because of that card that I plugged in, which is great. And actually, it'll be a couple turns, so I may just rotate that out. So there we go. 2 influence points more. We just need to remember if we're sending something that doesn't have any yet to handle that. Oh my gosh, look at all this marsh. That's insane. That's a lot of food. And depending on if you have Edamanenki or the thing that gives you marsh bonuses, what is it called? The Pantheon. Then that could be insane. But we don't. He wants my tea. I'll accept that deal. That seems like a fine one.
Each of us is carving a stone.
Okay. We want to make sure that we're forward settling them a bit, so we're going to go this way.
I don't underrate the value.
He just gave me military... Oh, it boosted military tradition, and since I was already researching it, it went ahead and finished it for me. We'll work towards this. Let's get that Seiwan in there. Okay. Actually, this isn't doing anything, so I will send them together so that I don't lose out. You generally don't want to have your settlers moving around without an escort, because someone can just yank them. Now, I was doing it here because there aren't any barbarians around, but that's just a good rule of thumb to have somebody go with them. Especially if anybody were to just declare surprise war on me. We'll head this way. We'll keep you going that way. And we are just slowly exploring out. It's a good thing I got 3 scouts instead of 2. I mean, you can see that they've made dents in different parts that would not... I mean, this one has made so much progress. He went all the way over here and all the way up, whereas this one had to, like, take a lot of turns to go through here first. Oh, but there is a city here. Oh my gosh. Interesting. And by the looks of it... No, I can't say. I thought it was orange and blue, which would usually mean... What is his name? God, what is... It's a really early civilization. And he's super friendly to everybody. Like, that's his whole thing. Civilizations. Oh, what does he have? He has the war cart. The war cart is owned by Sumeria. Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and Sumeria usually has that color scheme. So they're not a bad one to meet early on. Lovely. I've still got 3 turns until I can do anything there, but I might as well buy the builder so that I don't get sidetracked. Oh, what have I been doing? I've had a second city assign Reyna here. Good lord. There we go. Completely forgot to do that earlier. That would have been much more helpful turns ago. You live and learn. Okay. You'll sleep there for now. You need to get away from that spearman. You need to look for Fog of War. There's nothing for me to see down there, so I will skip. Okay. Okay, somebody got attacked, which isn't surprising. A lovely animation with the eruption. Oh, there's a slinger. I'm gonna back away that way. I guess come this way. There's not much to see over there. This city wants something to do. There's not much I can give them to do, but that's okay. I guess Monument and Ancient Walls isn't the end of the world, because I just don't know where. Well, I could buy this, and they could start their sale on. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll wait. I will probably get it soon, so I'll hit next turn. Yes, I realize that you think I'm weak. That's because I only have
Vessels large
46.
may venture more, but
Okay. Nice, we didn't take any damage there, that's great. You need to go there, improve that, and then you'll improve that one there. I should forward settle them so that I have more land to deal with. Plus an aqueduct there is insane. Are there floodplains that I could deal with there? Not really. Obviously floodplains here. I think I do forward settle and go there. You're just kind of stuck in there, so we'll skip the turn, I guess. What do we want? Let's get going to here. Okay. Next turn. Okay, and we want you right there because, yeah, that'll be a really good aqueduct. But you're just gonna do that because I don't want Australia getting any ideas. Let's see if we can't escape here. Okay. What the? How is his culture and science so high? What the heck is he doing? Okay, I don't know what Australia is doing. That's insane. Doesn't care that it's next to a geothermal fissure, which is fine. place this? And this would be a farm. This isn't the worst in the world. Yeah, we can go for that. Okay, so that's what we'll go for here. In here, we got that tile, and so now we can place the Ceylon. Actually, we will take this and we'll harvest that wood. And next turn, we still have so much gold. Ouch. Okay. We're getting a good idea of what's around us. Nice. All right. Love it. What is this? Abati. Oh, is that from Kagwana? I bet it is. Okay. I need some stuff. Etamananki in 24 turns isn't the worst. But I don't know that I'm going anywhere with, like, insane that. It would be good if I was next to Aldermarsh, but I'm not. I'm not really trying to forward settle much more. Like, I know I'm going to want a city in here. Probably just has to take care of that tile. So if I'm there, 1, 2, 3, yes. So I think I'm going to have someone here. It'll be either here or here. Probably put it here. Say one there. That goes there. Harbor here. Obviously, there's going to be a harbor here. Okay. And then that's kind of, so that's one city that has decent enough housing. I don't know if I want another one down there or not. We'll see. We definitely want one somewhere in here. So what do we got? Wow. Man, it hurts to chew sometimes. We definitely want some people in here. But I need this guy to come explore this, or I need you to, one of I imagine the lake comes down, or maybe it's a river. I don't know. Looks like Sweden has settled somewhere around here. But I think I'll be alright if I settle a city like on here and maybe up here somewhere. Somewhere in there. I don't know. There's a little triangle of cities that I need to figure out because that's a lot of space right here. God, that's so much marsh. Just a giant marshland. And in here, I could go for a wonder, and it wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think I want ancient walls because I'm going to be coming up on this. Mine a resource. Is there a resource for me to mine? Not right now, there isn't. And there aren't any like barb camps for me to worry about. I guess that one up there. Let's see if we can't kill some barbs. Your goal's probably gonna be over here. Actually, cancel that. We'll see. Next turn.
I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
Silly. Ow.
If bread is the first necessity...
Ow, Jesus Christ. I guess we just rip it out of the ground. What do we got going on? Settlers. Oh, I should have removed that. Dang it. That's okay. Whoa. Unit needs orders. We'll come over here. We met Auckland. That's great. Can I buy? No, I need like 20 gold. Do I have something that others want? No. Dang. Wow. Australia got some kind of cracked start with its science and culture and resources. Impressive. Or maybe it's just Australia doing Australia things. I don't know. Sweden, on the other hand, looks like they got the bad end of the deal. be friends with Hunza, because if I'm friends with Hunza, then I can meet them without having to send someone down there. What do I need to do? A galley, archery, recorded history. Actually, I am going to go Auckland, because I'm going to get that in 3 turns. Which means I should probably go for that instead of that. So let's go for recorded history. At this point, I'm tired of micromanaging you, so just kind of go around. You can still be micromanaged a bit. I don't want you to die, so I'm going to bring you here. Alright, things are going along. Did I want to buy something? I think I did want a builder in here. Nice. Okay, I need you to raise the population in this city ASAP, my friend. You can come here. So it'll be fine, but it does need to grow in population.
And all I ask,
That's fine. We get a promotion. That's lovely. Your job is actually up here. Oh, we took Auckland, and so we've seen all of that. So now, let's come down here. We're about to do this, so let's mine a resource. Seems fine. Ouch. What does the city need? We can just do that for now until it increases in population. Pardon. Alright, let's see. Next turn. Oh, geez. Where's the fire? Well, that's gonna hurt Pella. He's not gonna be happy about that, but he's got such a massive army. I don't know that I care that much. Boom. Banderbernai would give me... Perfect. Okay. He must have built a wonder. Oh, he built Etmananke. Oh, that's really not good, because he's right on top of all this marsh. Okay. I would love it if you would grow in population for me, but that's okay, I guess. I really need to get my government plaza going.
I'm also interested in create. The poets have been.
Right here is a perfect Huey Teocalli or whatever it is. Huey something. Teocalli. Huey Teocalli. Yeah. A perfect one, but alas. Well, we discovered iron. And I'm getting some iron. I probably settled on top of iron. Sure enough. Right there, some iron. Nice. Is there any iron elsewhere in my... Ugh, nowhere close enough. Okay. We aren't producing settlers right now, although I could. It would probably be a good idea. But what do I want? I guess great scientist points is better than nothing. All right. He wants my cotton and my iron, and he'll give me stuff for it. Well, I tell you what, I will find a price for that. What about we do this? How about we just refuse them? Because you're being rude. Yes, hello, Gilgamesh. I knew you were hiding out there. You are my new best friend. Did he take control of Hunza? No. How did we meet? Or did you take control of Bandar Brunei? How did we... How did you show up? Why have we met? Weird. I know you're right there. Very strange. Perhaps Bandar Brunei saw him briefly or something. I don't know. We want to make sure that we declare friendship because he will always say yes to friendship. He's at war with somebody. That's fun. Okay.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just realign it.
Thank you, Gilgamesh. Ihasas as well.
History is the...
Okay, so I probably want to use my gold to buy these and improve them. So I will wait to do that. There you are, buddy. But I should probably get open borders with anybody I don't have it with. Strange that I could only move one tile. Go wherever. Dude, this was so greedy. You have all this land over here. And you were like, I'm gonna shoot someone way the heck over here. Like, you had to come around this with a settler. What are you doing? That's ridiculous. Australia's gonna cut that off. Maybe. They should. Honestly, you'll probably go to war with Australia. Oh, okay, never mind. You're coming here. Okay, let's get open borders. And you're gonna pay me for them. And then you probably won't pay me for open borders. In fact, I know you won't. Or you will. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you're trying to explore. What do you want, my open borders? Okay. Pardon? And you still don't have open borders. Wild. Okay. Do you want iron? You probably do. How much will you give me for 10? You'll give me 72 gold. Insane. How much will you give me for 10? Same thing. Make deal. You don't need it. Make deal. How much will you give me for 10? 3. Yeah, that's a lot. So we're gonna change this to a 4 and see what you say to that. And I will accept your 14 gold per turn. We'll come here and ask him. Wait, did she have horses? I should have noticed she does. Okay. You're the one who needs horses the most. What would you give me? I will accept your gift. Okay. We're schmoovin'. This is great. Okay. So, we've got 3 cities set up. We're playing as Korea. And science is just going to town, which is great. My culture is actually keeping up with some of the higher end enemies, I guess. Which is great, and it's all because of Paititi. the natural wonder here. I still need to found, I would say, 3 more cities. So this one here, and then 2 somewhere in here. To do that, oh, we got a 4th thing. So I need desperately to get my government plaza out. Government plazas are going to be good. Probably here. Yes. I'm just going to put it there. No, we need that like right now. Okay. You are going that way. Once the government plaza's built, then I can think about other things. Huh. Okay. Next turn. You want to give me iron, which I don't really want. So I'm going to say no. I am going to shop around. But thank you.
بفضل منه
بفضل من to you too.
القوي المنتصر الدائم الذي لا ينتهي ملكه أرسل إليك تحياتي يا صديقي العزيز.
Your fingers are so long. What the heck? Whatever. It's an honor to meet you. I would love to sample your hospitality.
Normal people
Just
believe
declared war
that
on Sweden.
defense
Sweden's at war
is
with
superior.
somebody. That's interesting. Why are y'all at war? Are you at war with any... No, those are the only 2 you've met. And you're at war with somebody. Good lord. Why are y'all at war? You're way up there. What could possibly have caused a war between y'all? That's kind of crazy. There's Vatican in between you, too. I don't know what's going on up there. Not my problem. Warrior, you stay as you are. Let's explore a little. Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on. Okay, we'll purchase those 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. This guy could use a tile. Or no, I don't need to purchase tiles. I need this stuff. Great. Okay. So you built your say one. So let's get you. And you also need that. Does take away from your production, but you've got plenty of production. You don't have that much, but we're gonna say you do. I'll wait for you to do that, because it's not like you're struggling. Okay. We need to research something. Let's go ahead and just get rid of archery, because I'm not going to boost that. You're going right there. Choose a civic. What do we want to culturally research? Probably feudalism. Alright, we've gotten 3 governors, which is great. Let's promote... What do we got? That gives us more gold, which is great, but we have so much gold already. Science and culture. We already have so much culture. We also have so much science. We'll go for science, though. Okay. Who needs orders? You need orders. I stuck you here on purpose because I don't want you to get attacked.
I shot an arrow into the air.
You'll probably die if you're not careful. Okay, okay. We're boosting technologies. We love it. You get your scout away. What are you doing? You need to go here. Let's see, we got buttresses. We got a lot of things. Things that I probably wouldn't have done on my own, which is great. We need to research something. So we'll just go for this. We're gonna back away because that's a stronger unit than I can deal with. Why aren't you moving? Vatican, okay. Rude. I guess you're wanting to expand. It is what it is. Next turn. I could buy things. Who's on a river? Is that the only one on a river? I think so. And we'll hit next turn again. This city needs to hit 4 population.
Wealth consists.
Alright, I will do that. You're gonna come here. You're gonna do that. Alright, now let's walk around and make a deal. Do you want tea? What would you give me for it? Okay. What do you want for tea? Four and 66. I imagine 4 is all you've got, yeah. T, 3 and 8, and you have plenty, so definitely not going to you. T, you have no gold, so I think it was Australia that wanted it, and I will give him the T. Oh my gosh. Make deal. I will accept that deal, that's impressive. It's like 300 gold. Okay. Make deal. I don't want my horses, so I still have 1 tea and 1 cotton to give away. 4. That's 120 gold plus 66. See, this bankrupts you, but you're already pretty broke. Did you give me 10 again for this? You give me 6. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so who's missing what? Resources. I should have asked for marble, or sorry, salt. Oh well. We need iron. Plenty of people need iron, plenty of people need horses. So just visit everybody, I guess. Make deal for all my horses. 1 and 8. You want all my horses. 1 and 8. Do you want my horses? 29. And you don't want my horses. Let's take it from you. It just seems more fun. you don't have any income, which is just cruel, but here we are. You don't need the iron. You do, but you only have 94. Give me 72 for it. Give me 3 and 8. What? No. I think it was you. It's going to give me 3 and 8. 3 times 30 turns is, well, yeah, it just gives me, that's 90, so that's already more, so yeah, we will accept. Okay, hit next turn.
Let me ask leave then, to pay a
No,
tribute of
Matterhorn,
respect and
even
admiration
more
to the
crazy.
once desired Matterhorn.
Matterhorn is crazy on top of this civilization, so that's wild.
No hour of life is wasted.
Okay, who wanted tea? Where is my tea? I guess we just go down the list again. Figure out who can afford it. You have 176 that you would give me. I don't think you would give me anything. You would give me 91. This is the super fun part about Civ. You would give me 8. 8 times 3 is 240 gold. Wow. And I think I already gave it to you. Too good to pass up. We'll wait on this. We need... Oh god, when can I do settlers? Is there anything that's faster than feudalism? I guess it's one of these two. Yeah, we'll do this one. What? What? Damn. That's unfortunate. Okay, we built those two. I don't think I have anything pillaged. Build a mine here.
4 building blocks.
Hmm. We're doing what we can, I guess.
Those who in quarrels.
There's nothing else I can build right now. I think that's just right. Could be wrong. That's what I'm going for. Where's my settlers? Boom. Yeah. Nice. Hmm. Can I take anything? Taruga in all cities with different. Oh, that's how his science is so high. I'm going to have to assume. Dang. Guess I'll take Hanzo. A +7. Oh my gosh. Ley lines. City center provides +2. I did not realize that. Okay. That's crazy. And if I could build something on top of it, which I don't remember if I can or not, that would also go crazy. Although I would want to build it here, not there. Ooh, we want to build another mine if possible. No, just build it here. I don't care. John, why don't I have open borders with you? Okay, everybody's working on something important. Perfect. Hmm.
apprentices in a...
You want to head up there. You want to have something to do. How about an industrial zone? No? Probably not. Pyramids is great, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Whereas something like this I could definitely get. Just don't know yet. Okay. Now we can put 2 mines and a farm around there. Alright, give me Hunza. Thank you. Ooh, and I know my harbor at least goes out this far, which is a lot farther than I thought it did. I'll take it. Man, I had a really good start location. Farm it up, fam.
In democracy, it's your vote.
Alright, I have no problem being friends with people because I don't want to go to war. There we go. So I've got 3 friends now, which is great. Whoa, Jesus. Australia settled far and wide. That's insane.
Τίνι τρόπο αουξέσεις τεν σεναργέν, Ιού του λαού χένε καμάκεσαι.
Declare war on me and see what happens. Please don't do that. You're terrifying. Actually, Australia's got a bigger army than me. Or not me, than anybody else. Wild. Alright, let's get someone out here to claim this land for our own. Oh, good lord. Oh, do we want to sell some iron? Who wants it? Who do we want? We want the salt. That's it, though. And he's got all the iron he needs. You want iron. I know you do. Give me all your gold, and we'll see how much iron you can afford. You can afford 8. There you go. Okay, now everybody has all the resources. So, what do you want to give me for the iron? You have no gold, it doesn't matter. Lovely. Sweden, what do you have? Do you have gold? You do. I will accept that. I believe you were the only one who doesn't. Yes, 17. That's way too little, but I'll accept it anyway. So now, everybody but him and him, the two broke people, have that. Horses, you would accept 10 horses. And you want some horses. Hit next turn. Let's see what we got. Other than all the gold in the realm.
Without mathematics,
Resources. So now you're broke and you're broke. But the other three have it. And you again are broke. You aren't. Didn't I just give you 10 horses, or did you use them? Well, hey, never mind for now. Whatever. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So here wouldn't be the worst. Because you can aqueduct to that, and then you've got all of this to work with. And the same can happen somewhere up here. But in terms of adjacency, that crushes that tile. Not the end of the world, but no, I think this is fine. Your job is over here. Just randomly explore. Okay. You need stuff. A harbor's not the worst thing in the world. An aqueduct is actually kind of important. You can slap a harbor down. Sure. Let's just... Oh, he's gonna step on that. That'll be annoying, but whatever. Not the end of the world. Repair that. Oh, wait, no. Why would you place that there? Oh, that's not the end of the world, but whatever. What do you want? Do you just want a Diplo quarter? Commercial hub? Industrial zone would not be bad. Yeah, we'll put an industrial zone right here. We'll put 2 mines around it. Next turn. Being alert is not a bad thing. Nice. Oh, it's already 10 o'clock. I think this is where I'm going to call it today. We've made a lot of progress. We've played 2 hours and 15 minutes of Civ. That's a lot of Civ. We're decently far into it. Jesus, we were on par with them, but we're not quite anymore. Yeah, we're holding our own, but just barely. But also, we only have 4 cities, and all of them, except for this guy. How does he have 65? Oh, 65 because of all of that science that he gets from marshland, which makes sense. Dang.
The purpose of education.
Now you've done that. Get NITR going. And how much does it cost to get a university? 1,000. We'll get that in no time. Resources. You need horses still. And a lot of you want iron. Do you have gold now? That's the question. You do. You'd give me 2 and 6. Do you have gold? You don't, so it doesn't matter. So I think this 2 and 6 is probably my best bet. No, 32. Seven and 7, we will accept it. Okay, who else needs stuff? You have no gold. 50, 30. You want horses? And you also want Sweden. Sweden wants iron. Okay, cool. Just hit next turn. Okay, Johannesburg wants something. We will accept. job is going to be up here. And you want a couple of things, so let's get you this and then this. Hatchery and pyramids. Pyramids is the only viable one, but I'm guessing someone's going for it soon. How did you even get down here? Jeez. Interesting land mass. Macedon really should have just like cut it off there and taken over all of this. Can I put something down here? I think it's a little too close. Yeah, maybe, but not really worth it. Now this could be. New World Era.
The more science in there are very honest.
I really probably should have just bought that, but it's fine. We'll skip it. Because the farther away we can get, the better. None of these are boosted because I have way too much culture for my own good. Another problem is all my cities are tiny. All of his are massive. He has a couple of massive ones. It's because they just started with them. Rude. Allows you to construct a building, a powerful replacement for the university. Okay, so this should be an alchemical society now? Yes. So what does it do? What makes it a powerful replacement? This canvas generates gold equal to its science adjacency. Nice, okay. So you just get more gold, which is very nice. I already have so much gold. Alright. Jade grants nothing, and melee wins. I'm sure I want to do this. Okay. Mm-mm. That's so funny. He's just like, no, thank you. Hmm. actually settling here. Aqueduct. And then I just get plus something. Yeah, we settle here. Because I'm insane. Oh, that's not good. I need to buy these tiles from her.
Few inventions have been.
Or out from under her, I should say. You need to run. The only thing you can build is now Chemical Society. Oh, but it takes 19 turns. Versus for you, it's only going to be 16. And that'll probably get cut down here shortly. There's not really anything else for you to build that's worth it, in my opinion. So, well, you could build a galley. Build the Alchemical Society, why not? There are things you can build, ostensibly. Okay, let's do this. Gosh, I said I was going to bed. And here I am. Saladin, what are you doing? In this stream when I can get this.
It's all papers and forms.
Settler
The
out.
entire civil service is like a fort. Rocks in my path?
a turn and then you can move. Why are you not building the Alchemical Society? Everybody's got things they're building. You better keep that army over there, buddy.
There is nothing but a plank.
It just removed them? Oh, that's stupid. Ugh, gosh, I'm upset by that. He's gonna either declare a surprise war on me or on somebody else. Not loving it either way. How the heck? Okay. Interesting. What do you want? Man of arms. Or rather, what are you selling? So it's just those two. Sure. Yeah, I don't want that. He sees me as a weak target. Oh, and he's got catapults coming. That's really not good. Okay. What can I be building in here to offset this? Hmm. Is there anything we can give each other that will make him less angry with me? I think he just wants to expand. Ew. Get that out of here. Whoa, that's not what I... Well, it is what it is. Just in case, we'll get an archer. Yeah, I don't want this.
An architect should live as lit.
Alright, and I think that's where I'm going to call it, because we have done quite a lot. Ooh, declare friendship. Okay, he can't declare war on me, which is great. Alright, I'm going to call it here. It has been a lovely stream. We are going to quick save, exit to desktop, and stop streaming. Thank y'all for joining.